Good evening. Good evening. Welcome. Let me get my microphone together here. Let me know if you can hear me. God bless you. God bless you, Minister Harriet. Let me know if you can hear my sound good. Thank you for joining me tonight. I appreciate you. Can you hear me? How do I sound? Let me adjust my microphone a little bit here. Let me know if you can hear me tonight. How is my sound? Okay, it's good. Thank you so much. I appreciate this. Please share this broadcast tonight to your group. I pray that all is well and that you had a blessed, peaceful, and prosperous day. God bless you. I'm going to double check my page and make sure that I'm there live as well. Good evening. If you can hear me tonight. Okay, we are live. We are live here Tuesday night, and we are excited about it being the midpoint of the year. It's the midpoint of June. Today is June the 14th. It's Flag Day in my home state of Pennsylvania. We're the only state in the union that still celebrates Flag Day. And so we just thank God for life, for another opportunity to come to you live. I am Apostle Dr. Eugenia J. Trailblazer Rucker. How about that? And so, like the broadcast and share it to your page. I'm going to be here tonight encouraging you, empowering you, and strengthening you to position yourself to finish this year strong. And so, we have 6 more months left in the year. How about that? It's amazing how quickly time is moving. And you know what they say, time waits on no man. And so tonight, get your journal out to take some notes. I'm going to give you 3 pivotal keys that'll help you to prepare to receive. Prepare to receive. God bless you, Pastor Pat. I don't believe I received the email, but I'll double check after the broadcast. And so, welcome to our Tuesday night live. It is an exciting time because we're at the halfway point of the year. Now is the set time to reposition yourself. Now is the set time to shift. Now is the set time to reset. Now is the set time to restart. Now is the set time to refocus. And so, if you want to finish the year strong, you need to start now. You can't wait till November 30th and start shouting and dancing, strong finish, strong finish. No, 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 no. You have to begin to put things in place now. You have to plan and prepare to receive the blessings, to receive the outcomes, the desired outcomes, to receive the fruit of your labor. You have to prepare now for what you want to see on December 31st of 2022. Does that make sense? And so a lot of times people will wait. They'll wait on their best friend. They'll wait on, confirmation, which we should. Don't get it twisted. We should wait because God will always send 2 to 3 confirmations. So after you have waited on the Lord, after you receive the word, after you know, have yourself in position, there's still something for you to do. You have to act upon the word. Okay, you have to act and go into action. You have to take inspired action. After you receive the revelation from God, God downloads in your spirit the idea. He gives you the brainchild. He gives you that $1 million idea. He gives you that one thing to do. You have to believe him and trust in him and then take action. A lot of times we hold back and we wait on someone to tell us to go. We wait on permission. We wait on assurance. We wait on validation. We wait on acceptance. We want to be accepted. We want to be liked. We want to be loved. I understand those emotions and those feelings. It's a part of the fabric of being human. But I'm here to tell you tonight, if you want the blessings on the other side of the Red Sea, if you want the blessings of the other side of the mountain, you have to prepare now in order to receive. You have to open up your heart and trust God. You have to love and give and serve while you're waiting to receive. So when I say don't wait on man to give you permission. Come on now. Don't wait on man to give you the pat on the back and say, that's right, you got it. You go, girl. Don't wait for somebody to like you, because they never will. You have to like yourself. To thyself, to thy own self, be true, be real, be authentic, be fearless, be unstoppable, be steadfast, be immovable. Why? Because God is with you. And if God be for you, who can be against you? In Psalms 46, verses 1-3, it says that the Lord is our strength. The Lord is our refuge. The Lord is our help in the present of any situation. When your back is up against the wall, when you are not sure which way to go, you still have to prepare. You still have to move forward. Even if you're shaking in your boots and you may not quite understand what you're doing, you still got to take a leap of faith. You still got to walk on water. That's what faith is about. God is always calling and beckoning us to come to him, to fellowship with him, to spend time with him in his presence, so he can download revelation and give you strategies, give you insight and wisdom and understanding. And so in preparing for your outcomes, that means you're going to take time to sit in the presence of God. So key number one, you have to reset. Reset your agenda. Reset your mindset. Reset your priorities and make time for God. Sometimes being in his presence means you take time to pray. Okay? I was recently at a repast, and people were hurrying up and wanting to hurry up and eat and be served, and they almost forgot to bless the food. And someone tapped me on the hand. They said, "Apostle, you need to pray." I wasn't invited to pray, but they were absolutely correct that we need to take the time and make time to give thanks always, especially in these troubled times. And so you have to reset. I had to bring it to their attention that we didn't pray over the food. Okay, you're eating and you don't even know who prepared the food. Okay, even when you order out, even when you dine out, you want to reset the atmosphere and pray and bless the food. Oh my God, you better. So key number one in preparing to receive is to reset, RESET. And that may require you to reset your thinking. Yes. Many times we're not thinking properly. We're not thinking right. We're not thinking good. Oftentimes we need to check ourselves from the neck up. What are you focusing on? What are you thinking about? Are you focusing on the problem, or are you focusing on the solutions? Yes, we got to reset our thinking, because as a man or woman think, so is he or she? Yes, yes, yes. Bless you, Pastor Pat. I love you. Thank you for being honest and transparent. We all need, reminders and resetting. When they change time, you have to reset your clocks. Okay? Everything doesn't happen automatically. Some things you have to be intentional about. And you have to draw a line in the sand and say, okay, stop. Time out. Time out. Everybody stop. Because we about to shift here. We about to reset. God bless you, Bernice. Good to see you. So glad you got your book, The 10 Commandments of the Wealth Transfer. Thank you for your support. I always appreciate you. Thank you so much. So, key number 1, when you're preparing to receive, you must reset. Okay? Because, remember Prophet Elijah, when he was, after he had the great warfare and he won the battle and he shut down the false prophets. And then the queen, Jezebel, had sent out the declaration that, she was after his life, that she had sent out the word that they were going to kill him. And so he ran in fear of his life. And so he went seeking God in a cave, in a situation where he was fearful of his life. And there he was looking for God to come the way that he usually came. And here's the thing I know about God. You can't put God in a box. Somebody say amen to that tonight. You can't put God in a box. You can't expect God to show up today the way he showed up yesterday. He's not obligated to you. God is not controlled by your emotions or your situation or your feelings. God is God. And he chooses to move the way that he wants to move. And so you can't put him in a box and say, well, God, you did it that way yesterday, so you're going to do it this way today. Because man is a creature of habit. Come on now. You can get to know a man when you know his habits and his ways. You get to know a man's heart by his action. But you cannot understand God. God is bigger than anything that you can think of. God is bigger than the universe. It's so funny when people pray to the universe and God controls and owns the universe. So you have to reset yourself according to the standards of God, according to the rules and the spiritual laws and the bylaws. You can't just wait for girlfriend to show up. God bless you, Elder Donna. You can't just wait for the mailman to show up. You can't wait on the phone call. How about that phone call never come through? Because tomorrow is not promised. Ask me how I know. And so when you are in a position and you're expecting God to move, you got to reset your mindset. You got to reset the way that you think. Just because you did it this way and your mother did it that way doesn't mean it's the way to do it today. And so you got to get in a position of faith, because faith requires you to come out of your comfort zone. Come on now. It requires you to move according to God's blueprint and not your way, not your mindset, not according to your habits. God requires you to trust him, not your emotions, not your feelings, not your best girl, not your best guy, but him and him alone. And so you have to reset. Key number 1, to prepare to receive. God may want you to move geographically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically. He may want you to move in a new circle. He may want you to move at a new time. It's up to God. And so when you spend time in his presence, you get instructions and you get guidance and you get the rhema of the revelation. You get the fresh word, because only God knows the end from the beginning. And so God knows everything and when it's going to happen, who, the what, the why, the where, and even the how. So you have to reset. Somebody post reset. Key number 1. I'm going to give you 3 keys tonight. Just don't wait for change. but reset and reposition yourself for change. If God decides he wants to move a different way, will you miss God or will you meet God? Key number 2, refocus. Refocus. We at the halfway point of the year. This year's almost halfway over. Oh my God, where did the time go? Can you believe that in 6 months, this year is over? It's a done deal. And so I need you to begin to think about, what do you want the end of the year to look like? I need you to tweak the vision. Because we've been through some things in the first half of the year that we weren't quite ready for, and we weren't quite expecting, because God is God. And he already knows the appointed time and the appointed days that is allotted to man. And so when you refocus, you get your priorities in order. Come on, somebody post that tonight. I just dropped the diamond on you. When you refocus, you get your priorities in order. Come on now. Some people need to really refocus around their priorities, because you're majoring in the minors. Come on. We don't have time for that. I know I'm right about it, Bernice. We're majoring in the minors instead of majoring in the majors. See, here's the deal. You got to keep the main thing the main thing. Come on now. Refocus, 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 and keep the main thing the main thing. What do you want to accomplish by December 31st? Where do you want to be by December 31st? How much money do you want to accomplish? How much of a business you want to establish? What things do you need to change by December 31st? How many pounds do you want to lose by December 31st? It's time to get it in. And it's no better time than June, July, and August. When you get to really kick it in. You're outdoors. You're out and about. You're seeing people perhaps you haven't seen in a while. And so now it's a time to refocus. Get off the minor platform and step up to the major calling of your life. Step up to the major purpose of your life. Get clear. Get clear, get diamond clear about what it is that God has called you to do, because tomorrow is not promised. Oh my God, who needs to hear that tonight? We waiting on tomorrow. We waiting on the phone call. We waiting on the deposit. We waiting on the check. We waiting on the invitation. The good news is, God has already ordained and ordered your steps. So it's now time for you to prepare by resetting and refocusing. Because a lot of times when we come out of a hard place, when we come out of the winter season of our lives, when we get out of debt, the worst thing you want to do is get back in debt. So you got to learn the lessons along the way. That means you focus in on what's really important. What really matters to you tonight? God bless you. What really matters to you, June Jackson, tonight? What really matters to you, Dana, tonight? What is your top 3 core values? You got to be clear about what is most important to you, because distractions will come. The noise is loud. Everybody's talking and saying nothing. People are moving and going nowhere. People are just, taking steps without a destination. They're getting up and getting down. Go and work, check in, check out, eat, go to bed. The same old, year in and year out. But right now is a good time for you to really take a good look. How much money you got in your bank account? That'll tell you what you've been doing for the last 6 months. I'm just going to keep it real tonight. Are you broke or are you blessed? Is the glass half empty or half full? Are you already at your goals, almost at your goal, or met your goals for the first 6 months of this year? Did you set goals for the year, for the quarter, for the month, for the week, for the day? Do you even set goals? Or are you just going along with whatever comes along? Come on now. Whoever shows up, that's who you with. The first one that gets you, that's how you roll. No thought for, your plans, your children's future, because your days are numbered. And it's about legacy. It's about establishing a game plan. Because blessed is the man that leaves an inheritance to his children. So a lot of times people want to leave and set up the grandchildren, but you should be setting up the children and the children. So you need to set up things according to 2 to 3 generations. Come on now, I just stepped on somebody's toes right there. You think because you got your grandkids covered that you're good. No. You just can't step over and leap over the kids. You got to set this thing up for 2 to 3 generations. Ask the billionaires how they do it. So you got to establish a game plan. That's right, Elder Donna. I talked about that last night in my Game Changer Life Coaching Program. Elder Donna, you need to be in there with me. Oh, yeah, you need to go higher. I see higher, I see greater, I see more. And the Game Changer is a good place for you. And so we oftentimes want to establish things, and we love on our grandchildren, and rightfully so. But it's 2 to 3 generations that you need to establish your legacy for. Because the kids are going to be mad at you if all you're talking about is the grandkids. And then they're just not going to even stay on point because they have nothing to look forward to. So not only do you prepare for 2 to 3 generations, but you teach your children to prepare for 2 to 3 generations. And then you begin the cycle of generational blessing and generational wealth. Come on now. I know what I'm talking about tonight. I got some things because my grandparents set up my parents, and my parents set up their children. Come on now. Oh, yes. Because there was a game plan in mind. It wasn't just about having a good time for today, but it was about the future as well. And so key number 3, I ain't going to be here long. Key number 3, restart. You know how you get in that car, not the new ones, but the ones that's not quite so new. You know how you go to start the car, because the new ones, you just pressing on the pedal, and pushing a button and the key start. But you know how in the old days you would have to turn the key and the car wouldn't start, and you're like, okay, don't get excited. We're going to try this again. We're going to restart. And so then you try to flip the key again, and it go, it don't quite catch on. It don't quite click. And then you get, you start paying attention. Okay, we done tried 2 times. Okay. But we got to try the 3rd time. And this time, with this restart, you're going to be intentional. That's a word for somebody right now. You're going to be intentional. You're going to be focused. You're going to be determined to get this car started because you can't stay stuck. You got to get to work. You got to get to church. You got to get to the bank. You got to get to school. You have an appointment. You got to get to the salon. You got to get to the mall. You got to get to the store. You have to move. So this time you come in alignment and you come in agreement, mind, body, and spirit. And you say, look, you start pleading the blood. You say, devil, this car got to start loose here. And so now you're really set to restart. Your mind, you don't have the radio on. You're not trying to talk and text. Okay, you are focused on this one key thing, restart. Key number 3. And when you get in alignment and you get in agreement with yourself, a lot of times we as believers, we know that we got to come in agreement with the word of God. But sometimes we're not in agreement and in alignment with ourselves. You got a part of you saying one thing one day, Then another part of you saying something different on another day. You're not consistent. That's a word for somebody tonight. You're not consistent. You're up, you're down, you're in, you're out. You don't stay the course. You're not persistent. You don't know how to prevail and travail so that you stay in it. Because you got to get in to win it. You got to get in it to win it. I know what I'm talking about tonight because distractions will come. And so on this third key of restarting, sometimes you have to rebuild in order to restart. Sometimes you got to start all over again from scratch, from a clean slate. Sometimes you got to drop it all and say, I see you in the morning. Sometimes you have to turn over a new leaf on life. Sometimes you have to start to restart. Come on now, I'm talking good tonight. You have to reestablish sometimes your identity. Who are you? What were you made and born to do? Are you a daughter of Sarah? Yes, Bernice, we can have an after party in the CBO group. No problem. Just invite me and I'm in. Sometimes you have to reposition yourself to restart. You know how you kind of, shuffle yourself in your seat, like, hold up, wait 1 minute. You reposition yourself. You're like, let me clear my throat. Let me get a swallow of water. Hold up there. Everybody stop. Because I'm about to restart. Sometimes you have to relaunch your product and your service. Even if you have a soft launch, that's setting you up for the big launch. Even if you have a small grand opening, then you prepare for the big grand opening. Even if you fall, you get back up and you restart. Even if you fail, you get back up and you restart. Even if you miss the moment, you get back up and you start all over again and you restart. There is no crime and there is no sin in restarting. Here's the good news about restarting. It allows you to stop and to pause. It allows you to evaluate where have you been so that you can know where you're going. Yes, let's talk about relaunching. Yes, let's do that. Sometimes you have to start. You have to stop just to start all over again. Because this time you're wiser. This time you're stronger. This time you're more determined. This time you're focused. This time you're more intentional. It's nothing wrong with relaunching, restarting. It's nothing wrong. There's no crime. There's no sin. Why do you think God said that we must forgive one another again and again and again? 7 times, 77 times, times 7. You get the point. Because he understood that we were going to have to restart some things. We were going to have to re-jump and relaunch. Why? Because we get better at the game. Come on now, Michelle. We get better at the game. We learn some things. We tweak some things. We get rid of some people and get rid of some things. We declutter. We downsize. We modify. We clarify. And then we amplify. And boom, there it is. Because it's all about the relationship. The end of the journey is not the matter. It's not the heart of the matter. Your destination is really, really not the heart of the matter. It's the journey that counts. It's the journey. It's the steps that you take. It's the people's lives that you touch. It's the difference that you make. that's going to count up at the end of the day. It's what you do with what God gives you. Not if you made it into heaven. That's important. Don't get it twisted. Because surely you don't want to spend eternal life in hell. But when you get there, you want to be able to rejoice. You want to be able to shout for glory because you've done well along the journey. You getting it tonight? So it's about the journey. It's about the process. It's about the remaking. You know, the potter's wheel is for clarification and formation. The potter wheel is for adjusting and tweaking and modifying. There are things that happen in life to cause you to reshift and reshape and reformat and rethink it through. Even if you have to go through it 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, maybe you're slow. Don't nobody get offended tonight, okay? Because we don't always get it the first time. I know I'm right about it tonight. We learn by repetition. It only takes 21 days to start a new habit. But you got to be repetitious in 21 days. You got to do it in and do it out and do it again and do it again and do it again and do it again until you see change show up. So restarting. When people write 2 and 3 volumes of the same book, they're restarting the story again, but they're taking it up on another level because they learned some things, because they're better at it. Oh, yes. That's why when I write a book, I have 2 to 3 editors. I'm first because I'm writing it. Then I got my second proofreading, and then I got my third proofreading. So I got 2 editors along with myself because I have to restart some chapters and restart some sentences and paragraphs because they're not in sync. They're not fitting properly. And so this is why restarting and relaunching can be a beautiful thing. God bless you, Pastor Judith, Pastor Val, Dr. Val. Love you, woman of God. Restarting and relaunching is a beautiful thing because you get to do it all over again with more zeal and more zest, more expertise, more knowledge and more wisdom. You're stronger, you're better, you're bigger, you're brighter, you're more brilliant, you're more beautiful. Come on now. Sometimes they say the second time around is even better than the first time. You know how you fix that little small bowl of potato salad? I love potato salad in the summertime. And it's tasting good the first time I make it, you know, that first day. But my goodness, you let it sit for a day. And you let the flavor and the seasoning begin to, you know, just really take over. Oh boy, when you go to restart that plate on another day, it's a whole nother story. You know I'm right about it tonight. And so here we are. We're at the halfway point of the year. I trust that you've been inspired, that you've been encouraged tonight to know that you can't just wait on change. You can't wait for your time. Time is now. God has already ordained you for such a time as this. Faith is now. Change is now. And so you have to prepare now to receive. Receive at the end of the summer. Receive at the end of the quarter. Receive at the end of the year. You have to prepare now for your Boaz. You just don't wait. You go into preparation mode. You prepare your mindset. You prepare your attitude. You have to up-level your game in your femininity. You have to up-level your generosity, your compassion, your willingness to share and to care. And so here we are in the second half of the year. And it's time, that's right, Elder Donna. It's time to be the change that you want to see. If you're tired of getting the same results, then it's time for you to change to get new results. So I hope this has been a blessing to you tonight. My Game Changer Life Coaching Program launched last night. It was good. It was real good. This is a little bit of the overflow. Game changers come to change the game. Your life will never be the same when you enroll in my Game Changer Life Coaching Program. I want you to follow me over to the after party with Bernice Loman. Bernice posts the name of the group where the after party and the afterglow is going to take place. I'm going to join up and link up with my sister in the gospel, Bernice Loman, out of Savannah, Georgia. We're going to take it to a whole nother level. Bernice and I, we know how to roll and flow. And so the afterglow, after party is going to be in her group. And so Bernice, be sure to post the name of your group. Okay, but you'll never be the same. I invite you to check out our Game Changer Life Coaching Program. I am going to put the link in here after the broadcast, so you can go to my page. I have a lot of postings. I have a lot of information about the Game Changer Program. It's only a 5-week coaching program, but it's a game changer. It's going to change your life. It's going to expand your mindset. It's going to cause you to go to the next level. I promise you. You're going to get real results because I work with a small group. I'm only working with a small group this particular month, about 4 to 6 people, no more than 8 at max. I prefer to keep it around 4 to 6. And so I got room for about 2 more people to come into June 2022 Game Changer Life Coaching Program. And, the best part about it, we celebrate you. In 2023, we're going to have an amazing pink celebration. So get ready. Get ready. It's going to be in person. It's going to be live. This year, we're going to celebrate virtual, but next year, we're going live in person. And so get ready for the after party and Christian Business Owners Fellowship. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Like always, sow seed, give seed, donate, and you can sow into Divine Diamonds Ministry. Thank you, Minister Harriet, for posting the link. You can go to paypal.me/Divine Diamonds INTL. God bless you, Pastor Pat. I look forward to connecting with you later on. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I see that Dana posted the Game Changer Program information. It's time to go to your next. It's time. It's time to change the game and never look back. Thank you for joining me tonight. I see you next Tuesday when we have Relationships in Action. Our very own Minister Harriet and Donald Ward will be here next Tuesday at 8 p.m. for relationship training and teaching. And then the Tuesday after that, in celebration of our men, it's Men's Month. It's appreciation time for our men. Minister Donald will be coming back, and he will be setting up conversations with our brothers and with our men. So invite the men to join us on Tuesday, June 28th, where Minister Donald will be ministering. Of course, we women will be there, but he'll be talking to the men. But, we're going to have an ear to hear and know how to prepare to better serve and to better love. And so I thank God for you tonight. God bless you all. Thank you. Meet me in the after party. Meet me over there with Bernice Loman and Christian Business Owners Fellowship. God bless you. Shalom.